Instant response time, adjustable actuation, rapid trigger, all within a premium custom feel. This is my personal perfect keyboard. I like having the all-in-one seamless experience. I don't want to have multiple keyboards to do different things. I'd rather have one keyboard that can do it all, and I love switching between tasks without any resistance. And that's where the new Wooting 60 HE Plus module comes in. And to start off, this is not a cheap board by any means. All in, after tax, this cost me about 305 bucks. That might seem cheap to an avid keyboard enthusiast, but spending this much on a keyboard to the average consumer is insane. But this is how the keyboard sounds factory lubed out of the box. I don't think this beats a lot of high-end custom keyboards, but it fixes a lot of the issues I have with those rattly gaming keyboards. Personally, I would rather my keyboard and mouse be completely silent, but I couldn't find silent Hall effect switches for this keyboard. Maybe in the future, I'm gonna make a video about the quietest keyboard and mouse you can make for those midnight gaming sessions. If you guys have any recommendations for that, please leave them in the comments. The Wooting 60 HE Plus module is 140 bucks alone. I love this version by Wooting because it gets rid of the case, the keycap, and the switches and saves you about $35, which is perfect when you want to make a custom keyboard. I know Wooting has their own custom case and keycaps, and from what I've seen, looks like a banger keyboard. Also, Wooting sells the Gateron Jade switches that I put in this keyboard on their website, but they were about $5 more expensive than Amazon, so I had to save the $5. The case is the Tofu 60 Redux, which cost me about 64 bucks, and there's a brass weight, which costs $28. And the heavier weight just makes it feel like a more expensive keyboard. Plus, if somebody broke in, I could definitely clog them over the head with this. The switches cost me $55 after tax, and the clone keycaps were a gift from a friend. They matched the vibe I really wanted for my desk perfectly. Now, after using it for a few months, I have no regrets with my purchase. Response time, custom actuation, all the gaming features are just unmatched. I've played a lot of competitive shooters, so I kind of know what the feeling is. And I've mentioned this before, is it feels like I can do a lot of complicated movements with less effort. For example, I'm able to easily dead zone in Valorant with this keyboard, but in a normal keyboard, it requires a little more thinking and a little more precision with my fingers. I have custom settings like increasing the actuation on the spacebar, because sometimes I just rest my thumb and start jumping for no reason. I'll leave the custom code for my settings in the description. Also, despite this being a 60% keyboard, I mapped all my keys to the function key, and I've gotten really used to using that. I can edit with this keyboard, I can program with this keyboard, and I can play with this keyboard. I still think the 75% is the best layout for a keyboard, but last time when I was using it on the Rainy 75, I just noticed I kept defaulting to those function keys I had mapped. So maybe in the future I'll switch back. Also, I did go for the straight cable. I like tilting my keyboard a lot, and the coil cable just doesn't look that great and keeps getting in the way. I'm starting to really like straight cables over coiled cables. That being said though, I still think coiled cables look awesome. I'm not hating. I just want to give straight cables a little love. There are a lot of other types of Wooting keyboards that have been coming out, a lot of Hall effect switch keyboards, and a lot of them are very budget. I've seen conflicting reports on different features being missing and different feelings on these keyboards. I think hands down, I know the Wooting is still one of the best keyboards to get, but it is very expensive. And I'm definitely in the camp that if you get 90 to 95% of the features for half or even 25% of the price, I say I'm all for it. So if you guys want me to test any of those, any specific ones, let me know and I'll try and pick them up. That being said, since Wooting did create this technology, and from what I've seen from the company, so far I'm a really big fan of Wooting and I would recommend them above everyone else. Wooting is one of the few companies that I take a sponsorship in a heartbeat. I remember them having quality control issues, and I watched an entire video where he goes through every step of why these boards were dying. They had like a very low percentage of failure, but they still halted all production just to fix the issue. It's a really good video, and I think it really shows how dedicated that company is to making good products. I'm gonna have some affiliate links for everything in the description that I mentioned. Boo! I didn't mean to jump scare you, but there's so much that has happened since I recorded this video. First of all, I started working full time, so I've been incredibly busy. Second, you can see the setup has changed. Hopefully this is going to help me film videos faster. Also, I personally think the stream cam is looking pretty good now. Also, one other big update, we got one of these. We managed to cop it on the first drop. New priority is obviously getting out this video, and hopefully I can give you guys some of my opinions on it. Other than that, I really want to thank you guys for constantly commenting and still watching the videos. I try to reply as best as I can to some of the comments, but every time I see one of those emails because somebody commented on a video, I just really want to start making videos again. So I want to thank you guys for all the support. And finally, please let me know what you guys want me to review next. I obviously am still buying things for myself and reviewing things, but if there's anything you guys are super passionate about and I see it a lot, I will definitely look into purchasing it. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Thank you for watching.